Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. I've been busy. I dropped feeding a little feral kitty from outside. Um, she died early this morning. Doug was up with her till about 4, and I got up at 6:30 and she had expired. She had pneumonia. We had given her antibiotics and she ate good yesterday and she seemed to be doing a little better, but all her siblings had died out there. And when the mama would go hunting with all this cold and wet weather, she would be left alone and freezing. And she's wild, so I had to catch her with I have a fishing net. I got her and I brought her in and tried to tried to help her survive. But pretty little long-haired white cat with brown on top and gold eyes, pretty little baby. I just called her baby. But so yeah. Anyway, my topic for today, and I've told people this before, don't I'm not your blueprint. You have not been through my life. Um or your life is not my walk either. Um, so to just say as a blanket statement that this is how my life was when you weren't there, you can't tell me if I had a total breakdown in my life or if I survived through things or how I did that. Like when I started running away at 5 or finally did it at 12 big time and made it to Florida at 15. You weren't there. I went down there to pick oranges so I can make a living and get away from where I was. No, you weren't there. You do not know whether I was broken down or just having a really bad day. I've been attacked all my life. You can't base what you think my life is on your life. That I've got more to say on that too because this is fucking ridiculous out here. People saying, "Oh, you don't need revenge or you're not here to do this or you're not here to do that." What the fuck do you know about me? Nothing, right? Exactly. So, what do I know about you? Well, being that I can see inside your soul probably more than you do. If you we're going to be honest about stuff, that's a big deal, isn't it? That old honesty thing that everybody hates out of me because you don't want to grow. It's easier for you to point fingers at somebody else and tell them where they were broken when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about to begin with. I've never changed. I keep telling you that. You don't seem to goddamn get it. And I'm gonna share a video in here. If you want to click on it, click on it. If you don't, whatever. Because too many people are ignorant to my words anyway, and it's getting exhausting, not tiring. I'm not tired like that, but it's getting exhausting talking to foolish people that won't elevate their selves. You're always looking for somebody else to give you a free handout and a free ride on their hard work, you know? It's not my problem if you're dealing with dark spirits and I point it out by way of protection or true love or friendship. That's your fucking problem. So, anyway. Now, stop telling me I'm not here for revenge. If you're not guilty of anything, don't worry about it. It's not your position. So go sit down and shut the fuck up. So yeah, I haven't killed anybody yet. I'm doing pretty good in my sixth decade with all these bastards that have come at me. Yeah, and you'd think you want to try and what, write my life right in front of me? Like I have no say so in the whole thing and I'm just going to be quiet about it and let you do that to me? Oh no, there's consequences. Yeah, there's retribution, there's recompense, there's a reckoning. And I reckon you're fucked if you keep it up. See, now here's the truth you may not want to hear, but I'm here because somebody I loved died because of the bullshit on this planet. And I was born mourning. If you could let that sink in for a fucking second and believe what you want, I really don't care. I'm beyond caring what anybody thinks about me. Get that straight. You can't insult me. It's back on you because I am perfect like that. You don't like my swear words? Good. Fuck off. I rather enjoy them. So, yeah, I shared a video about how people were scared of me at 2 and how they should have taken me out. They tried. They couldn't do it. Talk about scary when you actually try to poison and drug and kill. And one time I was led into a swamp. We were deer hunting. I wasn't supposed to make it out of there. This is with quicksand and all kinds of shit. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. You wouldn't care, but you wouldn't believe it either. If I wrote it in a book, you'd think it was fiction. And how long it took for me to get out of that swamp. It wasn't an accident, believe me. That's just one time, you know. But yeah, they were scared of me. You better believe they were. Any intelligent person actually really should be because I'm like the spiritual auditor of heaven. I'm the stenographer of heaven recording all your stupid ways. That's why you don't like me. So, and I'm going to point out where your flaws are, not mine. Not my childhood shit that I was conditioned into and got out of at a very young age. You didn't leave your childhood home. You stayed in the shit and you're still acting like it too. So take your polished fucking shit and shove it. And these people, oh, you didn't learn it from libraries and it's all instinct. I was born with it. And I spent hours and decades in libraries. You have no clue what you're talking about. Once again, another shut the fuck up moment. Don't demean my hard work. If you were here in front of me personally, you would not say that. Sounds cute over there, doesn't it? I don't think it's funny. You wouldn't either. So, yeah, if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to be afraid of. And if I'm here to collect retribution or whatever, revenge, whatever the fuck you want to call it, then you don't have anything to worry about unless you're guilty, right? So shut up. Yeah. I had once got a 2-day-old kitten. She was only as big as my thumb. She was a little half Siamese and half alley cat, striped tabby, but she turned out gray and white, and she had like a gray mask, beautiful green eyes, pretty, pretty cat. My first cat I called Bathsheba. Well, when I was out in Montana in this little tiny town I lived in, I didn't have an eyedropper. I mean, if I had been a mother at that time, maybe I would have around in my medicine cabinet or something, but I was, probably 19. And so I used a balloon and I poked a hole in it and I fed her and I'd keep her in my pocket. I had these, oh, they were like smocks, is what they were called. They were like button down or snap down shirts that you could wear around the house for house cleaning type of thing. So I put them on and stick her in my pocket when I was like sweeping and whatever. I had to be really careful so I didn't hurt her, and yeah. But then, so it took me about a week to get an eyedropper from order it from the store where we lived, Judith Gap, Montana, in between the Belt Mountains and the Bob Marshall Wilderness, all a part of the Rockies, but we were in this big, big valley. I worked at a sawmill at the time, so yeah. But anyway, my friend's cat had had 13 kittens, and there was a couple of them she just kept kicking out of the way, the tiniest ones. She couldn't feed them all, There, it was impossible for her, so I took one. I don't know if all of them made it, but I think they did pretty good if I recall. But yeah, I hope I make that clear. Don't tell me what I'm here to do. You don't have any idea of my mission or my capabilities. Speculate all you want. It wouldn't be smart. You'd be better off talking about yourself than other people that you don't know. You think you know, but you don't know. Oh, yeah. Anyway, on a lighter note, it's a horrible day around here. A beautiful baby died. It rained out. It's gloomy, cold, and wet, but I'm still in a pretty good mood. Yeah. But like I say, if you're not doing anything wrong, even if you have been deceived, um, don't let your ego get in the way of destroying your soul. Is that worth it? That's called true humility, you know? I don't need anybody coming against me anymore. It's been thousands and thousands, millions of people. You think I need one more big mouth out there trying to make money off of what they don't know what they're talking about? You think I'm a little bit angry about it? I'm not ferocious or rageful. I'm gathering information till you get what's coming to you. That's how I operate. And it might be sooner than what you think. Because I'll sit there quiet and you think I'm just stupid and I'm just taking it and I'm putting it in my notebook till I've had enough. And then I do something about it. Really. I don't care who you are or who you think you are. It has no bearing on my mission. I'm here for the truth and justice for the innocents. So, and to balance things out. You can't deal with that and you're not on the same team, you need to go sit down and shut up. Maybe I'd recommend maybe make videos about puppies or flowers or something that's more tangible for you instead of delving into the spirit world where you're not acclimated but pretend you are. It's not your realm that you're pretending to have knowledge of. I'm not putting up with any more shit out of anybody, and you aren't going to like it. I already don't, so what's coming to you is going to be far worse. Because not just one person, it's groups and groups of people. And don't tell me who's here to save me and who I should rely on and what I should do next and how I should do it. I'm not you. I would suggest stop pissing me off. You might think I'm passive and quiet, but that's not the entirety of my personality. I'm versatile and I haven't ever changed. The version of me you get is based on what you do to deserve that. And I've been that way all my life. Don't tell me what I've come into or where I'm going or what I'm doing or who I'm doing it for when you don't even know. So I think that's pretty clear. Yeah, we might have a little noise. I'll talk a little bit more here. Because I know there's another point on that I wanted to make, but um, I mean, if you understand what I do, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking down to anybody that's on that level and has their own mission. I'm not, it's not even, it's not you. It's these ones that want to pretend they know something about me. How could you even? I've been all over the place and did so many things. Were you there every day? Yeah, you were? How'd you do that? I didn't remember seeing you. Never heard of you before. In fact, some of you, I still have no clue what you look like. I can read your energy, but yeah. Is that cowardice? Hiding behind a persona that isn't yours? I'm just wondering, how can you do that? What? Do you think you're too ugly to show yourself, or are you ashamed, or, you know, why? I just wonder. You try and shame me, and I don't care. What now? What are you gonna do about it? I just didn't throw on my mantle like my sweater today and say, "Oh, I just started doing this." No, I was born doing what I do. Get over it. So anyway, yeah. You can talk about being polished and achievements and certificates. You have no clue of my accomplishments. You don't listen. You don't care. Or the sabotage along the way to try and stop me from doing anything that would benefit my life. You don't care about that either. Care about yourselves. And that is the truth. So anyway, that's probably about it. I think I've made my point clear, but I'm sure I'll hear it some more. People telling me what I'm here for, what I'm not here for, and who's going to uh, adjust things for me or whatnot. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. You know, yeah. Okay, everybody. Have a really good night or a day wherever you're at. And I'm going to share a video. Let me tell you what it is real quick. It's called, just a sec. You were the collapse they never planned for. Yeah, just a sec. I pull this back up here. Oh, now doesn't want to pull. Oh, here you are. Hi. I know I didn't go away, but to me I did. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to add that link in here because it is true. They didn't plan for me. They thought they had the upper hand on me the whole time, trying to play with my mind and analyze me and everything else. You cannot analyze me according to somebody that you would consider average or normal. You know, the people you get along with, them, don't judge me by them or you, because I'm not like that at all. You presume way too much. Okay, peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a nice week ahead if you deserve it.